Hello everyone, my name is Viren. I am from Vancouver, origin from Ambala, India, and purpose of my purpose to make this video is to explain people and aware people why not to take Air China and what's a scam behind Air China. I have already created a page for this thing on Facebook that about Air China, and I have posted all of our videos, whatever was available to me and to all of other people on Facebook, so people will know how Air China is treating their passenger and how they are mishandling them, how they're screwing them, how they're it's just a horrible experience which I just want to share with you guys. So the first thing, we took a flight from Canada to India, and this flight was first going through Beijing, and flight number was CA992, which took from here at 12:50, and it was supposed to reach China 16:25, which was on time. And after that we reached Beijing, and Beijing we stayed there for a couple of hours, and we had another connecting flight from there on 8:40, which was supposed to reach India at 1:40. But that flight got delay, and there was no one on airport who informed us like about what's the next step now, and no one informed us. We were just running here and there, and there is no way we can go out, because we didn't had any visa. So we have to go to Chinese official and ask them help, so we can talk to Air China. And they said Air China is in China, so you have to get a visa first to go to Air China counter. So we waited there, we argued there for about 1.5 hour, and then they got angry and they started giving us visa for China. So they gave us 72-hour visa, which took them couple of hours. And after that, when we reached Air China counter, that lady was telling everyone that this is the place where you are supposed to go. Like they said, like you have to take a train and you have to go to another building, fourth floor, and blah blah counter number, and there they will tell you what's next. And I said okay. So because we can't understand their English is a little bit different, so we requested them to write us down so I can take like couple of passengers or whoever is going with me to the same place, and it's just a convenient for everyone. And the moment I asked her to write me down, she said motherfucker. That was the word she used. I really feel sorry for her. I'm actually a Punjabi and I know exactly how to abuse, but to lady, never, never. I just stood there, listened whatever she said to me, and I just moved on. And then I went there, and they gave us a hotel, which was a very average hotel, very not even average actually, which was a very low cost hotel, like about 200 yen they pay. And there was no food, nothing was available there. And next day morning they took us to from hotel to airport, and then we had our another flight, and they canceled that flight. Someone told us that they usually cancel that flight because they don't have enough passenger, and that's a kind of a scam which they're doing. Every time they're telling people that you book this flight, and then it'll show you like they have only 3 hour hold, but actually it's not 3 hour hold, it's over 12 hour. So but they don't want to say that. If they say that, you won't probably book that ticket. So they just tell you 3 hours, and then they'll spend $37, so you can get your hotel and everything. No food is given, no wheelchair service for was given for a passenger who was disabled, or who was like because of old age, who like not able to walk or something. And then we reached India, and we faced same thing when we were about to come from India. So our flight in India, it was a big thing. So we had our flight, which was CA948, which was supposed to take to took away supposed to like depart from India on 20th of January at 3:10 a.m. So we reached airport at time, and they told us that your flight is delayed for 2 hours. You have to stay there, and they gave us one food coupon, which was 350 rupees. So we stood there, and after that, when time came about 3 o'clock or something, they said flight is cancelled for indefinite time, which was kind of a fishy for us. And flight was cancelled for indefinite time. And then we waited there, but instantly they took their own people to hotel and they asked them to rest, but they kept us there with patients, with old people, with children, with everyone. And they said we don't know when we are going to fly, and they updated online that our flight is going to land at 9:50. We have our another departure on 9:50 or something. And then we were like really, everyone was angry because they updated online, and we got call from our relatives that your flight is delayed. And we said like we don't know anything, we are here and Air China people are here, no one is telling us anything. And after a lot of ruckus, you can see videos online, how people are reacting, how everyone is talking to them. And then they sent one person whose name is Manish Dhiman, who was a assistant duty manager. He was a dummy guy, very nice guy. He just stood there, whatever everyone said, he just listened from here, and that's it, he didn't did anything. So we were there whole night and nothing happened. Then we went to GMR counter, customer care service, and there also no one helped us, and we have to like repeatedly ask them for a person who can help us, and they were like, oh no, we will see for about 2 3 hours. We were there and nothing happened. Then we have to start shouting, and we actually called someone in of external affair ministry who is AP to uh, Ruchari Kamboj. And he said no, don't worry about anything, they're sending someone. And then just after like half an hour, and they gave us also a number for aviation ministry. We called in aviation ministry, and someone came from GMR whose name is Hemant Gulati. He's a really nice guy. So this guy came, and this guy was really surprised why Air China is not flying, and they started lying to him as well. They said their pilot visibility is less, but actually everyone was flying, everyone was flying from there. It was only Air China who refused to fly from there, and we couldn't able to understand their reason there. And then like after spending a few hours, about like 2 o'clock, we depart from India. And we told them that what's the next plan. And they were like, oh, you have to wait here till 12 or something, and after that you will be flying from here to China. And China, you have to wait for another 15 20 hours, and then you have another flight, because you're not going to catch your planned flight, which was CA991, which was which was supposed to depart at 3:20 in afternoon. And we were like, okay, so we won't be reaching there by time, so we have to wait in China. So we said, instead of waiting in China, why don't you put us guys, you guys don't put us here itself, instead of getting screwed in other country. We will be happy to screwed up in our own country with our own people. At least you'll get food here, because in China we have already experienced while coming to India that there is no service, there's nothing, absolutely no hospitalities, just a scrap country. It's I sorry, I don't want to say anything about country, but it's just a scrap airline, and their service is just rubbish. No one talk English there, you can't ask them anything, they won't give you water, they won't give you food, nothing. So we went there, we reached China, so we took another flight, and we took the same flight, and we reached China in evening. And then they put us on the same counter where last time they abused us. And this time she gave us some rough estimated on that estimate. Custom officer was supposed to give us visa, and their process is super slow, and especially if you're Indian, they tell you on your face that you're Indian and we are going to F you. And that was really surprising for us. And they make us stand in queue till morning 4 o'clock. So you can imagine, we were there about over 6 to 7 hours. We were just standing in queue just to get a visa, and we reached to their counter, their Air China counter, and on Air China counter they gave us 200 yen, and they says this is 200 yen, which is about $37. And this says you take this $37 and you look for your own hotel. No wheelchair service again, no food, no water, you have no idea what you are going to do. It's already morning, and you have another flight which is 3 o'clock. And then we said okay, then we went and we took our hotel. No food was given again, nothing was there. So we came back in morning, and we asked them to like give us our like boarding passes, and they refused to give us our boarding passes. And they say is you have to pay $2,300 if you wanna if you want sure boarding pass, sure like ticket, because we are flying, but they says we are selling tickets online. So boarding time was about 2:15, and they says we will be selling ticket before that, just before half an hour or something. And if you want come confirm ticket, you have to buy that one. If you don't want come confirm one, then we will keep you on standby. That thing they actually told us in India itself. And we told aviation ministry, we told even Hemant Gulati ji that we don't want to screw up in India, in China. Please keep us here. We don't want to be on standby. But that time, till that time, we didn't know exact meaning of standby. But Chinese official explained us, and they says you have to stand here, and we are going to sell tickets till 2 o'clock or something. And after that, whatever is leftover tickets, we are going to put you guys. So we were about 75 passengers for further flights, and everything got stuck there, and they didn't give us anything. We shouted. We have lots of videos which we have posted on Facebook. Please, please, please have a look on those videos, and you will understand what I'm talking about. And after that, I also called India, and nothing happened. And I think Sanjeev ji, I called Hemant Gulati ji, and he wasn't on duty that time. He gave me another number, which was Sanjeev, and he totally refused. He says like it's not my responsibility. It's Air China. Talk to Air China, and we have no control over Air China, and they don't even listen to anyone. And I was like, okay, this is really surprise. And we tried to contact Sushma Swaraj ji, but nothing happened. It was our bad because we didn't had any internet or anything. And after that, after a lot of ruckus, they gave us a few tickets, about 30-35 people were able to fly, and all other people they put on standby for next day or whatever next flight if anything is available. And this was a horrible experience, and I want to warn everyone, please, please, please don't take Air China flight. And I really want to say this thing, that I'm also ashamed that my own people from my own country, who was a team leader from Air China, he totally refused to even talk to us. He said, if you don't want to fly, don't fly. And we said like, if you don't, if you wanna f us, like screw us here in our own country, don't send us there. And he says, and we also gave them a letter which was signed by all 160 passengers, and about 60 to 70 families. And everyone said, we don't want to fly in this flight, we don't want to stay in China, please take us, please send us tomorrow, so we don't have to wait in China, we can wait here in India. But that guy says, no, we are sending you China. If you don't want to fly, don't take this flight, don't get on the plane. And it's totally your responsibility, and we are not going to do anything on that. And I really feel bad. But this is what you get when you fly from Air China, which is the cheapest airline, and that's how they screw their own passengers. And I have complained, and they don't talk at all. They don't respond to you, even if you stand in front of them. Like, I was actually doing like this, like I took my paper and I was like, hey, can you please call your manager, otherwise I won't let you work. And she was just sitting there, without any response, without saying anything. She was like, okay. And otherwise, in like, when I asked her like, hey, what we are going to do is 200 yen, like, I don't think you can get any hotel in $37. And she was like, go back, stand there, go back. And they were so rude, they were so bad to us. And I request aviation ministry, I request Canadian transportation, whatever agencies there, we have already filed a complaint there. Please, 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 this Chinese airline, Air China, they don't deserve to fly from India, they don't deserve to fly from Canada as well, because they don't know how to keep their passengers, they don't know how to behave with their passengers. It's just a bullshit airline. And their response is not welcoming at all. When you fly from China, you won't see much people. And it was a totally our mistake that we booked this flight, because there was no other flight available which was going on, like, 13-hour halt. There was not much halt in this. But that wasn't true. It was just a catch, it was just a scam, because they'll show you that they have a 3-hour halt, but actually it's over 1 hour, like plus 1 day. And they'll just cancel the flight. And when we even the surprising part is, when we came from India, we were standing in a queue to get a visa in China, and we saw next line was for the people who came on the same flight we came from Vancouver. So that flight was again cancelled. CA 947, which was from Beijing to Delhi, was again cancelled, and all those people were also getting visa with us, but they were just in a different line. And just a funny thing, let's see what Sushma ji can do. Let's see if India can actually take action against Chinese airline, and let's also see what Canada is going to do about this. Thank you very much, everyone. Again, my name is Virender Das. My email address is virenkashyap at gmail.com. And if anyone is having any question, they can contact me anytime. And let's see, Canada, what we can do. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Bye.